traveled into the unknown, daring to go where no man had gone before. What they discovered changed the course of history. They carved homes out of the wilderness. By the sweat of their brow, they built a new world, rooted in the European civilization they left, but infused with the spark of liberty. In time, that spark grew. Galloping through the midnight darkness, Paul Revere warned the colonists that the hour had come to choose freedom or tyranny, liberty or death. With the shot heard round the world, a ragged band of patriots challenged the mightiest empire on earth. Starving, outnumbered, and outgunned, the Americans had little reason for hope. But General Washington kept the flame alive, leading his soldiers through the frozen misery of Valley Forge, against all odds. With the aid of our allies like France's Marquis de Lafayette, Spain's Bernardo de Galvez, and Poland's Tadeusz Kosciuszko, America won one of the greatest military victories the world had ever seen. By the hand of Providence and the strength of determined men and women, the United States of America was born. And with her, words that echo throughout eternity. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. Among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Fathers had built a nation upon the principles of our Declaration of Independence and the foundation of our remarkable Constitution. A government conceived in liberty. That derived its just powers from the consent of the governed. Perseverance, faith, blood, and courage. The 13 colonies have become the 13 United States of America. But destiny beckoned our young nation to even greater heights. Like Columbus before them, settlers looked west to the lush forests of the Deep South, the rich soil of the Ohio Valley, the frozen lakes of the untamed north, and beyond, past the mighty Mississippi, to the Great Plains that stretched Louisiana Territory from France. Overnight, the United States doubled in size, adding millions of acres stretching from New Orleans to the snow-capped peaks of Montana. To explore this new territory, Meriwether Lewis and William Clark were sent to chart a path through the remote frontier. They set out on a perilous journey. For over 2 years and nearly 8,000 miles, the expedition endured brutal winters, starvation, impenetrable terrain, and dangers few dared to face. Yet as they pressed on, they discovered the wonder that is America. Thunderstorms racing over the plains, the Rockies reaching to the heavens, plants and animals unseen in the old world, and at long last, the glory of the Pacific Ocean. Inspired by their courage, pioneers rode west in covered wagons to claim their stake in America. Families and adventurers, farmers, cowboys, miners, missionaries, each one driven by the timeless yearning to build a future by the grace of God and with their own two hands. Oh, beautiful, for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties, above the fruited plain, America, blessed by God, completed her journey across the wilderness, extending her domain, and forging the character of a people destined to shape the world. In the beginning, before the engines roared, before the cities rose, America was a storm. Raw, restless, crackling with energy. Until Benjamin Franklin harnessed the power of the heavens. The age of invention was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. In a small workshop in New Jersey, a young inventor named Thomas Edison toiled with wires, glass, thread, and metal, until at long last, his work radiated forth, declaring, "Let there be light." American genius lit the spark that illuminated the world, casting out the darkness, revealing the order and beauty of God's creation for all mankind to see. With light came the dawn of the Industrial Revolution. Americans began inventing miracles that transformed humanity. For millennia, mankind had moved by horse and foot, until Ford perfected the automobile. Mankind crafted with our hands, until Americans revolutionized the steam turbine, the electric motor, and the internal combustion engine. Mankind built with wood and bricks, until American workers lifted high towering giants of concrete and steel. Industry gave birth to great American cities, monuments to American ingenuity, cathedrals of American ambition. From this mighty industrial engine came the arsenal of freedom, the ships, planes, and tanks that allowed heroic American soldiers to rescue the world from tyranny in 2 world wars, and to defeat the communist menace through the long Cold War. typical human lifespan.
Altitude, velocity, light, forward. 40 feet down, 2.5. Picking up some dust. Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
American astronauts broke free from the Earth,
That's one small step for man,
stretched their hands through the endless void,
one giant leap for mankind.
and planted the stars and stripes on the face of the moon. America brought mankind into the space age as we took our place among the stars. A new revolution began here at home. Computers born in a Pennsylvania lab opened a new frontier. Americans linked the world with the internet, putting the light of knowledge within reach of all. We pioneered new technologies and new industries, sparking the greatest explosion of prosperity the world had ever seen. Now we stand on the threshold of yet another frontier. Artificial intelligence, robotics, quantum computing. America is once again forging the future and shaping the centuries to come. The pioneer spirit of the American people brought us across oceans, established a nation in liberty, drew us across a continent, and raised us into the clouds. It still beckons us to begin new journeys of discovery, daring us to once again dream the impossible and imagine the wonders waiting among the stars. And perhaps someday, our descendants will plant the American flag on distant worlds, carrying the light of liberty